The Freemasons, one of the most enigmatic and storied fraternal organizations in history, have played a significant role in shaping the social, political, and cultural fabric of America. Emerging from medieval stonemason guilds in Europe, Freemasonry evolved into a philosophical society emphasizing moral development, brotherhood, and civic duty. By the 18th century, the Freemasons had spread to America, bringing their ideals of enlightenment, reason, and self-improvement to the New World. Their influence reached its zenith during the founding of the United States, as many prominent figures, including George Washington, Benjamin Franklin, and Paul Revere, were members of this secretive fraternity. The Freemasons' role in shaping the fledgling nation was profound, as their values of liberty, equality, and fraternity became cornerstones of American democracy. The involvement of Freemasonry in the birth of America is both fascinating and complex. Many of the founding fathers were active Freemasons, and their membership influenced their vision for the new nation. George Washington, America's first president, was an avid Mason, having joined the Fredericksburg Lodge in Virginia in 1752. Washington's commitment to the Masonic principles of virtue and civic responsibility was evident throughout his life and presidency. He even laid the cornerstone of the U.S. Capitol in a Masonic ceremony in 1793, symbolizing the fraternity's foundational role in the Republic. Benjamin Franklin, another key figure in American history, was deeply involved in Freemasonry. He joined the fraternity in 1731 and quickly rose to prominence, eventually serving as the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge in Pennsylvania. Franklin's writings and diplomatic efforts reflect Masonic ideals of tolerance, rationality, and universal brotherhood. His work in France during the American Revolution was bolstered by his connections to French Freemasons, who supported the American cause both financially and ideologically. Other notable Freemason founding fathers included John Hancock, Paul Revere, and Alexander Hamilton. These men brought Masonic values to the drafting of foundational documents such as the Declaration of Independence and the Constitution. The emphasis on equality and individual rights in these texts resonates with the fraternity's ethos. While it is debated how much Freemasonry directly influenced these documents, the shared ideals of liberty, democracy, and fraternity suggest a significant overlap between the Masonic worldview and the philosophical underpinnings of the United States. The Freemasons are renowned for their use of symbols and rituals, which serve as both tools for moral instruction and markers of membership. These symbols permeate American culture, particularly in the iconography of the nation's founding. Perhaps the most famous example is the use of the all-seeing eye and the unfinished pyramid on the reverse of the Great Seal of the United States, which also appears on the $1 bill. While not exclusively Masonic, these symbols align closely with Masonic themes of divine providence, human progress, and the pursuit of perfection. The square and compass, the most recognizable emblem of Freemasonry, represents moral rectitude and the importance of balancing action with wisdom. In America, this symbol adorned Masonic lodges, documents, and even some architectural features of public buildings. The rituals associated with these symbols, such as initiation ceremonies and degree advancements, provided a structured framework for personal and collective growth. These rituals emphasized moral teachings, secrecy, and the bond of brotherhood, fostering a sense of unity among members while also setting them apart from the rest of society. The Freemasons also used their rituals and symbols to influence architecture and urban planning in America. Masonic lodges, often grand and imposing, became landmarks in cities and towns across the nation. Some scholars argue that Masonic principles influenced the design of Washington, D.C., with its emphasis on geometric precision, symbolism, and harmony. Pierre-Charles L'Enfant, the French engineer who designed the city's layout, was closely associated with Masonic ideals, although there is debate over whether he was an official member. Masonic lodges were more than just meeting places. They were hubs of social and intellectual activity. In colonial and early America, lodges provided a space for men of diverse backgrounds to come together, discuss ideas, and engage in civic initiatives. This inclusivity was particularly significant in a society marked by rigid class distinctions. Freemasonry's emphasis on meritocracy and moral character allowed individuals to rise within the organization based on their contributions rather than their social standing. The lodges also played a crucial role in disseminating Enlightenment ideals. At a time when America was still forming its identity, Masonic lodges served as venues for the exchange of ideas about liberty, governance, and human rights. Members were encouraged to pursue education, self-improvement, and philanthropy, which aligned with the broader goals of building a just and prosperous society. This intellectual and moral foundation contributed to the development of a civic culture that valued participation, debate, and public service. During the Revolutionary War, Masonic lodges acted as networks of support for the patriot cause. Freemasons provided aid to soldiers, coordinated resources, and offered moral support to one another. The fraternal bonds of Freemasonry transcended political differences, as even British and American Masons maintained a degree of mutual respect during the conflict. The story of General George Washington giving Masonic honors to a British officer, Major John Andre, after his execution for espionage, exemplifies the fraternity's emphasis on brotherhood and humanity. After the Revolutionary War, Freemasonry continued to flourish in America, adapting to the changing social and political landscape. The fraternity's values of self-reliance, charity, and community building resonated with the spirit of the new republic. Masonic lodges became centers of local governance and philanthropy, organizing initiatives such as schools, orphanages, and hospitals. These efforts helped to establish Freemasonry as a force for social good, further embedding the organization in American life. However, the 19th century also brought challenges to Freemasonry. The rise of the anti-Masonic party in the 1820s and 1830s marked a period of public scrutiny and suspicion. Sparked by the mysterious disappearance of William Morgan, a former Mason who threatened to expose the fraternity's secrets, the anti-Masonic movement accused the organization of wielding undue influence and operating as a shadowy cabal. Despite this backlash, Freemasonry endured, with its members defending the fraternity as a force for moral and civic betterment. In the 20th century, Freemasonry experienced a resurgence, becoming a prominent fixture in American civic life. Presidents such as Franklin D. Roosevelt, Harry S. Truman, and Gerald Ford were active Masons, highlighting the fraternity's continued relevance at the highest levels of government. Masonic lodges expanded their philanthropic efforts, funding scholarships, medical research, and community programs. The Shriners, a Masonic-affiliated organization, became renowned for their hospitals and charitable work, showcasing the fraternity's commitment to public service. Today, Freemasonry remains an active, albeit less influential, force in American society. The fraternity's membership has declined in recent decades, reflecting broader trends of reduced participation in civic organizations. Nevertheless, Masonic lodges continue to serve as spaces for fellowship, education, and philanthropy. Modern Freemasons uphold the principles of their forebears, emphasizing personal growth, ethical conduct, and community service. The enduring legacy of Freemasonry in America is evident in its cultural and historical impact. From the symbols on the nation's currency to the stories of its influential members, the fraternity's imprint is undeniable. Freemasonry's ideals of liberty, equality, and fraternity remain deeply intertwined with the American identity, reminding us of the vision and values that shaped the nation's founding. The Freemasons' influence on America is a testament to the power of ideas and the strength of community. Through their symbols, rituals, and lodges, the Freemasons contributed to the intellectual and moral foundation of the United States. Their role in the lives of the Founding Fathers, the shaping of American institutions, and the promotion of civic virtues underscores their significance in the nation's history. While the fraternity's influence has waned in contemporary times, its legacy endures as a reminder of the values that continue to define America: liberty, equality, and the pursuit of a better future.